Hi, everyone. So welcome to the fifth webinar of 2019. My goodness, I can't believe we're already in May. So my name is Allie Phillips, and all year long I am doing a year of self-care. So we are in the month of financial fitness. So the information I'm going to share in this particular webinar is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And so let me tell you just a little bit about me. So I am a former prosecuting attorney. I've actually been an attorney for 25 years. I just realized that my law school graduation was May 15th of 1994. So I am a legal educator and a public speaker. I travel worldwide to conferences, and my specialty is the criminal prosecution of animal abuse and family violence and how they link together. I am also an award-winning author. I am an advocate. I'm a former lobbyist, federal and state. I am currently the CEO and the founder of Sheltering Animals and Families Together, which is a global nonprofit initiative where I work with domestic violence shelters to create on-site pet kennels. I have my healing business called Manifested Harmony because I am also certified in 3 different energy healing modalities, and I teach classes. I'm an essential oil educator. And clearly with all of that, I am a self-care seeker because there's no way I could be doing all of that and being able to take care of myself. So, hold on. Something weird just happened. All right, well, my video just disappeared. I am not sure why. My video just disappeared. Hold on a quick second. I'm not sure. Well, okay, I'm not sure if you're all seeing it, but my video just disappeared on me. So there I am. Okay. Sorry, sometimes technology is a little challenging. All right, and if you're not aware, I published a little booklet in February that's now available, and you can order it through my website, and it is all about safe essential oil methods for cats and dogs. And so if you have been concerned about that, this is my specialty, and I actually teach for Young Living when it comes to essential oils and animals. So you're going to get all my knowledge in that booklet. And so, like I said, all year long is the year of you. I've had a lot of people come to me wanting self-care, and I have broken it down into 12 different topics. And if you want to go back to any of the other classes, they are on my YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and type in Manifested Harmony, and you're going to see a playlist that has the previous 4 webinars. This month, we're talking about financial fitness. These webinars are the second Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern, so mark your calendar for June because we're talking about relationships. Some of these topics are pressing buttons on people, and in a good way though, because really getting us to think about stuff and take care of ourselves. So that's all good. All right, and so because like I was talking about with all that I'm doing, I hear from so many people that they struggle to take care of themselves because they're so busy with their family or their kids or their pets or their parents or their job or what have you. And here's the thing, we've all heard this: put your oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else. And so this year I am choosing to take care of myself. And if you have been on my Instagram page, which I'm going to have all of that in the last slide of this webinar, but if you've been on my Instagram page or my business Facebook page, you will see every day this year I have posted a self-care activity that I have done, and I'm trying to do different things. And I was only going to do it for 3 months. I am now into the 5th month. I'm going to see how far I can go with it. So because I really need to make this a habit for me. And so by me doing this for you all, you're helping me do this. And so May is Financial Fitness Self-Care Month. So I really hope that you get some golden nuggets out of this. I mean, no pun intended, but I really hope you get some golden nuggets out of this. So, what is your gut reaction when you see a photo like this? Okay, for those of you who are here on the live webinar, type a comment below. I'm not going to name you by name, but I really want to know what you think when you see a photo like this. What is your gut response? Like, don't think, just type it in the chat. Because here's the thing, we live in a world where money is necessary. We must have money. And so how do you feel about the money that you have? How do you feel about the money that you don't have and you wish you had? How do you feel when you see an extravagant photo like this? I know a lot of people that when they see a photo like this, their instant response is, I don't need a place like that. Who would want a place like that? Imagine the taxes they pay. Who's going to clean that? You know, who's going to take care of it? So as we go throughout this webinar, we're going to be talking about our belief system and how we have money blocks. Because looking at this photo, if you had any sort of negativity come up, that's telling you where your money blocks are. And when you can work on them and resolve them, it opens the flow of abundance. So, okay, so one person said this was very relaxing. That is a fantastic response. That means you are open to the flow of abundance. So I love that, because it actually makes me sad inside when people will look at a photo like this and say, well, oh, I don't want that. Look at all that you have to clean. Look at all that you have to take care of. You know what? If you have a place like that, you can afford someone to help you with it. So I want you to keep track of this. Do you experience any of these? Do you constantly worry about money? And it doesn't have to be every day, but like at least once a week, you worry about money, even a little twinge of a worry or like huge anxiety. Keep track of how many yeses you have. Do you worry about losing your job? Because I'll tell you right now, there is no such thing as employer loyalty anymore. Doesn't matter who you work for. Even if you think you're secure working for the state or like a university or a big employer, I mean, we're learning that. Do you live paycheck to paycheck? Do you worry about long-term stability? Do you have credit card debt? Do you lack 6 months worth of savings in case if something does happen? Are you behind in saving money for retirement? Do you even know where you should be financially when it comes to retirement? Do you lack money to take a vacation, like a true vacation that you want? Like, type it in the chat. If money was not an issue, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Do you lack money for big expenses? Like if something breaks, like your car breaks, your air conditioner breaks, your furnace breaks. I mean, furnaces are like $7,000 to $8,000 if that breaks. Do you lack the expenses to be able to pay that without worry? Do you stop yourself from buying something just because you want it? Like for me, I have a weakness for anything Vera Bradley. I do not need any more Vera Bradley luggage. I have a weakness for anything from the Lilly Pulitzer stores. If you don't know Lilly Pulitzer, Google it. So do you stop yourself from buying fun stuff like that? Do you stop yourself from donating causes that you care about because you're worried whether you really have enough money to do that? Or on the flip side, do you engage in too much retail therapy because you're stressed out and that's how you handle your stress? So if you answer yes to 3 or more of these, then your financial fitness, we're going to work on getting that in shape for you. Because what does it mean to have financial fitness? So what it means is that you don't worry about money, because you know that money is coming in. You know that money is flowing in. You just don't think about it. And it, yes, it has to do with how much you're being paid, but you just deep down have a faith and a belief that, you know what, even if something happened with my job or how I'm earning money, I can go earn money in another way. So when you have financial fitness, you don't worry about money. When you have financial fitness, you've found a way to create financial stability that really doesn't rely on one person, like a boss who could come in on any given day and you're wearing a particular color and they say, I don't like that color, you're fired. Because most employees in most states are at will, and they can fire you for any reason. So have you found a way to create stability? And this is where I'm finding many people are creating second streams of income so that they have that if something were to happen. Financial fitness is all about, you have savings, you have a plan for the future. You feel confident when you think about long-term financial stability. You can give to causes that you care about because you know that more money is coming in. You understand that to give is to receive. This is a natural law of the universe, like the law of gravity. When you give, you receive. When you give, you receive. If you're constantly giving and not allowing yourself to receive, that can actually block off financial abundance. And if it's the reverse, where you're constantly taking in the form of a paycheck but not giving, then that can also stick you at that energy level. When you have financial fitness, you can handle the big, why is the word paradise written in the middle of everything on my screen here? That is so weird. I don't know if you all see that. I do not know where that came from, but that is not part of my webinar. Sorry, that was just very distracting for me. When you have financial fitness, you can handle the unexpected big expenses. You can go on vacation. You give that to yourself. You allow yourself to have those. You're not wasteful with money. You're generous with money. You know that when you give, it opens the door to receiving. And you stop saying, I can't afford that when you have financial fitness, because you know that money is always flowing in, that money is just energy. So that gets to the next topic about money is just a mindset. And this, some days I still struggle to comprehend this. I have been studying this for 14 years now. I was exposed to this in 2005, but money is just an energy. And when you really think about it, like, how often do we really use dollar bills? Do we actually hand over money to people? Very rarely. We get direct deposit, we pay our bills online. A lot of it is done online. Money is just energy. And if you worry about energy, worry puts up resistance. It puts up a brick wall. When you worry about something, you are sending out a signal that this thing causes me anxiety. And so the response back is, well, then we're just not going to give it to you. We're just not going to give you money because it's causing you anxiety, which then creates more anxiety. But if you don't worry and you're receptive, then money flows in, and it's always going to flow in. And the one question, like when I talk to people about this, and sometimes I even say this to myself, my main question is, have you truly ever lost everything? And I know people who lost their homes in a foreclosure, and they've lost their car, and they've lost their job, but did you truly lose everything? And 99.99999% of people can say, no, I truly haven't lost everything. And it's like, right, you got back on your feet. Things turned around. So money is just a mindset. It's all an energy mindset, and it comes from core beliefs that formed before we were the age of 7. So when you think about your early years, did your parents struggle with money? Did they say things like, money doesn't grow on trees? You have to work hard for money. You always have to have a job with benefits. You have to work 40 hours a week. You have to have an employer. What do you mean you want to go out on your own? Who's your boss? This is what our parents were taught, and they taught it to us. Maybe they criticize wealthy people for not paying taxes. Maybe they just criticize wealthy people in general and think that they're, not sharing the money back. And so these lack beliefs, these poverty type beliefs can run through your subconscious mind, and you may not even know it, but it's playing out in your life. And so you could have a mindset that you do not deserve any more money than what you're making now. You may have a mindset that you don't deserve, that you don't need any more money. I had somebody say that to me recently. They said, I don't need any more money. I'm like, what? What do you mean you don't need any more money? I know that you're passionate about this cause, and you want to give to this. Don't you want to have money to give? Just because you make more money doesn't mean you keep it all for yourself. You take care of yourself. You take care of those that you love. But wouldn't you love to just give? Money in the hands of good people does good things. That is my mantra. And so if you feel that money is evil, or you have to hold on to your money, like I can't donate it, not even $5, I got to hold on to it because I don't know how long my money will last. If these are your underlying subconscious core beliefs, not only will you stay stuck financially where you are, you could actually start going backwards. And you may not give yourself the chance to go for a promotion, or go for a new job, or go to a new company, or start a side business to get some extra income. And this really ties in last month when we talked about self-care in your work. And I really talked about passion work. And so work and money really tie together. And I had a lot of people say, well, I can't leave my job to pursue my passion. And my response is, why not? I did. 21 years into being a lawyer, I ditched it all. Why not? Why not? So I'm going to talk about how you can actually not do that, because that can be kind of dramatic, but it's like, it's all just a mindset. If you think you can't do something, then you can't do it. But what if you give yourself that possibility of saying, well, sure I can. Because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And so having financial fitness gives you that freedom to do whatever you want to do. So when you have financial stress in your life, it can impact you on every energy level. So physically, so think about if you do not have enough money to physically take care of yourself. So you may deny yourself medical care, or paying for a gym membership, or being able to buy clothing for a job that you want to go and interview for, or wanting to buy organic food or holistic products, or, in my world, essential oils. Maybe you're not on essential rewards, even though you know you need to be drinking Ning Charette every day because you feel like you don't have enough money. And when you don't physically feel well because of financial constraints, because you're not able to do the things that you want to do, it will impact every other energy layer. Emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, it will take you down. And people who are under financial stress are 13 times more likely to have a heart attack. Eek! So let's talk about emotionally when you're under financial stress. If you feel that you do not have enough money, you may find yourself withdrawing from social settings, isolating yourself because you feel like you don't have enough money to go out with friends. So you don't go out to dinner, you don't go out to lunch, you don't go out for coffee. Or if you do go out, you don't order anything because you feel like I don't have the money. You don't let yourself go on a much needed vacation so that you can just get away and disconnect and de-stress. And you really can start to feel badly about yourself and isolating yourself. When we look at the emotions of money, 59% of divorced Americans state that finances played a role in their divorce. There is a lot of emotions tied up in money, and it is a big issue for people who are married and commingling their money. So let's talk about mentally. If you're having financial stress, deep down, these are core beliefs that are hurting any dreams that you have. To go after the dream job or to start your dream business. You may struggle with the beliefs that are actually pushing money away. So you know that you have these core beliefs when you start using phrases like I don't or I can't. Like I don't have money for that. I can't afford that. I don't have time to do that. When you have the I don'ts or the I can'ts, these are your core beliefs bubbling up. And then you can work on them. And then spiritually, if you feel that having more money than what you have now is not spiritual, it's not noble, that's really showing how you feel about money at a spiritual level. Because like I said, I look at people who do great things with their money, great things. And that's my goal, is to give and give and give. Because at the end of the day, I play these fun games with my oil team where, I'll say, okay, you were just deposited the paycheck of a Young Living Platinum, which is like $15,000 each month. What are you going to do with that? After you pay off the big stuff, like your car, your mortgage, maybe you pay off your parents' house, you put your niece through college. After a while, you've gotten everything paid off. Maybe you have your dream house and your dream car. Then what do you do? And this is where it gets fun, because it's like, who can I bless? Who can I give this money to? And for me, it is shelter pets. It is pets of domestic violence. I'm going to be building shelters all over the place and hiring people and giving them a good wage to take care of these animals. So when, and you can tell when somebody has a core belief that's spiritually based, where I don't need any money. Sure you do. Let's do good things with it. Let's do good things. Let's go out and build some schools. Let's rebuild some villages that have been, impacted by earthquakes and tsunamis. Heck, let's get Puerto Rico rebuilt, because they're still struggling 18 months after a hurricane. So, these core beliefs can really, really transform how you handle money. And so one thing that I have really been talking to people about, because I am doing this, is really looking at where your money is coming from. Because we live in a world where employer loyalty is gone. It is absolutely gone. We see solid businesses going under. Whoops, what happened? There we go. We see solid businesses going under without warning. You can get laid off or fired because you wore bright red lipstick to work. I actually know that happened to somebody. No one stays in the same job for their entire life. The only person that I know are actually my dad and my sister. Everybody else really seems to, to bounce around, and that's the norm, and that's okay. And sometimes you're in a job that drains you. And if you have that kind of energy at work, you could actually be in jeopardy of losing your job because of how you feel and how that emanates out. If you're in a draining, toxic environment, that's going to start becoming you. It's going to impact your health, but then you could actually lose your job because you're drained. You're not doing the best job. So having passion work on the side can give you the stability right now, but also if something happens. So it's important to start this while you have other income. Invest a little time every day in your passion work. Never when you have time or spare time. Nobody has spare time. You make the time because it's a priority. You start thinking ahead to the future that, hey, if I do a little bit every day, imagine where I'm going to be in a year, 5 years, 10 years. Because it's compounded effort. So you can Google this. I should have actually put this in this webinar. You can Google this. If you take a penny and you compound it every day for 31 days, for a month, you will have over $10 million. It's true. You'll have over $10 million. If you take that penny and compound it every other day, it's such a low number. I can't remember. It's something like $148. So do you want like $148 or 10 million? That's where investing time daily, it's like starting the engine of the train. At first, it's like really slow. And then once the momentum picks up, it's like, woo, here it goes. But if you do something every other day or just on the weekends, you start the engine and then you have to shut it down. And then you got to restart it again, and then you got to shut it down. And it's why it never works, and it's why people quit. And when people quit, you're never gonna do what you want to do deep down. So don't quit. Keep going. Do a little bit every day, even if it's 30 minutes. And then as you start earning money, invest it back into your business, into your infrastructure. That is really important. Because then when you're ready to flip and say, okay, I think I can leave my job or go part-time, you got a solid infrastructure. And so one area that is really helping millions, like tens of millions of people, is residual or passive income. It's helping me right now. And it's where you earn money while you do other things. You earn money while you sleep. You earn money while you're in your other job. You earn money while you have time off. You earn money while you're on vacation. It is the best income model. It is backed by all the top financiers. Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, even President Trump. It is the best income model. And what it is, a lot of it is word of mouth marketing. So no matter what it's called, I'm in a network marketing company. And when people hear that, some people have like a hair trigger negative reaction. And I always ask them, I'm like, why are you having that reaction? It's just a business model. Like when you go and buy a Ford car, do you ask the car salesman, I need to know what sort of corporate structure Ford has. Is it an S corporation? Is it a C corporation? Nobody does that. When you buy an Apple computer, do you ask about the corporate structure? But yet when it comes to network marketing, people are like, ooh. And I'm like, who cares what the corporate structure is? You want to know what it is? You want to know what network marketing is? I network with people to market for Young Living. That's all it is. It's word of mouth marketing. It is absolutely, hands down, the best way for a business to thrive and grow. Because think about it. You refer stuff to people all the time. Every week you do, if not every day. That restaurant you went to, that movie that you saw, that book that you read, a necklace that you're wearing, clothing that you're wearing. Are you getting paid for it? Probably not. But in network marketing, you do, and it is residual passive income. So having a side business is going to bring up your money issues. I like to tell people that up front, and it's good, better out than in. Let's bubble it up, get it out, rather than keeping it inside. And these are the things that I look for. with people. If your gut response is, you know, when I say, hey, let's start creating a side income for you, let's find something that you're passionate about. Like, I'm passionate about helping people and helping pets, and I want to keep them well in a society that's getting sicker and sicker every day. I'm very passionate about that. So when people say to me, well, I don't have time. Well, sure you do. If you're passionate about it, you'll find the time. You saw all that I do. I'm an attorney. I teach. I write. I run a nonprofit. So it's like, but I make this a priority. Or if you're thinking, well, I don't know anyone. Well, sure you do. Sure you do. Or I don't want to sell. I don't sell. I educate. That's what I'm doing to you guys. See, you just educate. But it starts bubbling up your mindset, which can get in your way. So if you want to stop being in financial stress and get into financial self-care, this is the way to go. It really is. It is absolutely the way to go. But you have to let go of a lot of excuses. Otherwise, come New Year's Eve, you're going to be in the same position as you were New Year's Eve 2018 and all the prior years, because nothing will change if you don't do something different. And this is what I see all the time in people. And it makes my heart hurt, because I know they have passionate things that they really care about. And it's like, what are you doing? Let me help you. I'll help you. So one thing that will help is, because you know I love getting into the woo-woo stuff, let's start talking about some chakras. So we've been working our way up the chakras, and this is where the solar plexus and the heart chakra meet. So what does that mean? When you have a balanced solar plexus, which is in your stomach area, and a balanced heart chakra, this is the new abundance manifestation energy, is when these two chakras are working together. So let me break it down. Physically, when you have stress about money, you feel it in your stomach. It then impacts your adrenal glands, which is your fight or flight and your energy, which is in the solar plexus area. And when you can't do what you want to do because you struggle with money, that impacts your heart chakra. So when you have a balanced solar plexus and heart chakra working together, you know, they were just flowing together, you feel comfortable, you feel confident in your financial situation, because you know money is just energy. And just like you spend it, you can earn it. And so you freely give, knowing that this universal law of give and take is working for you. When it's insufficient, when it's restricted and blocked off, you're panicked about money. You're worried, you're stingy with money. You often say, I can't afford that. And when it's excessive, when it's overproducing, you overspend. You engage in retail therapy way too much. You buy things that you don't need, and you go into credit card debt. So getting these two balanced and working together is important. So let me talk about some techniques. But first, I always talk about this chart, and I will, when I give you the link to this recording, I will give you this chart. But to me, these are the top 10 things that we should be doing every single day for self-care. And these will absolutely help keep our heart chakra and our solar plexus balanced. It'll keep our whole body balanced. But it's choosing joy, finding gratitude, giving self-love to yourself, using essential oils in the shower or bath time, drinking your daily Ningxia Red, drinking your vitality oils and water, using essential oils in your skincare, spending 5 to 10 minutes of quiet time. If the word meditation freaks you out, just call it quiet time. Eating whole foods with each meal, getting away from anything that's in a bag, a box, or a drive-through. Getting moving or stretching, using Progestins Plus at bedtime for good hormone balance and sleep, and then putting restful essential oils in the diffuser at night. If you do that, that is massive self-care. Massive, massive self-care. So before I get into some lifestyle recommendations, I always have the products that relate to the topic. And so here are the products for Financial Fitness Month. So I love these. I just love, love, love these products so much. So let's talk about your physical body. And I always give out a monthly challenge. I do this to my oil team. I give out a monthly challenge. And so our monthly challenge this month is to either get the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit or the Ningxia Red Essential Rewards Kit. Now, what the heck do these two kits have to do with financial fitness? So very, very, very few things does Young Living discount when you buy them in bulk or buy them together. These two kits are discounted, hugely discounted. So this is a way that you can spend money wisely and have beneficial products in your life. So in the Thieves line, you're surrounding yourself with non-toxic products. And with Ningxia Red, you are infusing your body, because if your body feels depleted and doesn't feel strong, it's like a domino effect and everything else goes down. So these two products are financially responsible for making sure that you physically feel good. Let's talk about your emotional body. So I have these oils here because I love them. So the Abundance Oil. I wish this was a scratch and sniff webinar so that you could scratch and sniff. So this is our emotional oil for this month, because we have many emotions that are tied to money, and it's time to let these bad core beliefs go. This is your manifesting blend. It attracts wealth into your life by changing your frequency to money. Because if you struggle with money, if you worry about money, you are pushing it away. This oil helps you to project thoughts of abundance. So whenever you catch yourself saying, I can't afford that, I can't go on vacation, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't have a side job, I can't have side income, smell this, smell this. Because what you project is what you attract. Just smell it and think about abundance as if you already have it. So when I talk about affirmations, I always teach people, never talk about what you want, or I want this, or I wish for that. That's resisting energy, because it sends it out that you don't have it. So you always talk about it as if you have it. So I am is how you start affirmations. So I am abundant. I am loving the money that's coming in. I'm loving the money that I can pay my bills. I love it that I can help animals. You just talk about it like that. It helps you to release the emotions that you're not enough, to release the emotions of worry, and to let go of the lack, poverty consciousness. My favorite thing to do every morning is to put this on the bottom of my feet so that I am walking through my day with an abundant mindset. Let's go to the mental body oil. Ula Finance. I just realized that I have like one drop left because that's how much I use this. This is 25 oils. It smells divine. This helps you build financial confidence, and it brings all of your energy centers into balance, because most of us push money away even though consciously we want it. It helps you to understand the law of attraction, to release your poverty consciousness from childhood that you may not even know that you have. It will connect your solar plexus and your heart chakra, which we just talked about. This is a self-empowerment, self-esteem oil, because to attract in abundance, you have to feel good about yourself. You have to feel good about your work. You have to feel good about money in general. Use it with the affirmation, I am financially free and living abundantly. Oh, it smells so good. Time to reorder. And then our spiritual oil is Melissa. And if you look at the cost of Melissa and think, oh my gosh, that's expensive, I can't afford that, your wish is my command. Okay? Rethink your words when you say that. And whenever you say something like that, just say cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. Don't bring more of that to me. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I love this oil. wow, my energy just changed. That is awesome. This is our spiritual financial oil. This is the oil when you are responding to the price of something. So if you respond, especially to buying this oil, if you respond, I can't afford that, you need to work with this oil. It takes 6,000 pounds of Melissa or lemon balm to create 1 pound of this oil. 6,000 pounds. That's an abundance of lemon balm. If you find Melissa for less than $150, it's adulterated. I'll tell you that right now, because it takes 6,000 pounds to create one pound of oil. This is for people and pets who are highly sensitive. This is for people who are highly triggered by financial conversations. What this does is this expands your heart chakra and your solar plexus so that you attract in more of what you want. That is divine. Very well worth getting. Let's talk about lifestyle techniques. So what else can you do? You got to declutter your workspace. You have to. Clutter has an energy to it. So get that Thieves Essential Rewards kit and start cleaning your workspace. Clean your house. Because clutter is a resisting energy to manifesting abundance. It cuts off energy because it's heavy energy. So it cuts off the energy to abundance. You got to declutter. That's a big thing. Next, change your energy about money. So what does that mean? Well, start using your abundance, your Ula Finance, your Melissa oil. Start using these a lot. Start using affirmations. Work on your core money beliefs. One of my favorite money belief coaches is Denise Duffield Thomas. Her website, I hope nobody gets offended by this, her website is called luckybitch.com. She is Australian and awesome. She is one of my first coaches. And she has so much free stuff on her website, but she also has an amazing program that you can go through if you're struggling with this. But when I talk about my book recommendations for the month, one of her books I'm recommending. Because here's the thing, why you really want to identify your core beliefs about money and get them resolved. Money will not cure your money blocks. It will enhance them. That's why when I said, if you start working your passion work on the side and start earning money, that is going to unearth your money blocks. And I see people all the time sabotage. They either sabotage their full-time work that's paying their bills, or they sabotage their passion job because it starts coming up and they haven't dealt with it. I think starting your own passion work is the best self-care and personal development that you can do, because it's going to bubble this all up. And if you're aware of it, you can work on it. You can absolutely work on it. So use affirmations about money. Make sure if you are in a partnership, a spouse, or just living with somebody and you commingle your money, please make sure that you know about all the finances and you have access to all the bank accounts. And you're not just handing over your life to somebody, because that is a surefire problem in the making. Same thing with parents. Make sure that you're aware of what's going on with them and they know what's going on with you. Be intentional with your money. So what do I mean by that? Do you really need to buy what you're buying? Do you have a budget? Or are you ready to move beyond having a budget? Budgets can be restrictive, but budgets are good if you've just had a free-for-all and you're in debt and you really have no savings. So it's just being very intentional about what you're buying. And if there's something that you don't want to buy, instead of saying, I can't afford that, just change it and say, I don't need to buy that. Or I don't want to buy that right now. It changes the energy. of what you're putting out there. Show gratitude towards money. So what you're doing is showing gratitude for what you have rather than what you don't have. So carry $100 bill in your wallet, and when you see something that you want to buy, just say, I can afford that because you got a $100 bill. I just don't want to buy it right now. It changes your energy about money. And take care of your money. Like, be intentional about where you're spending money. So early on, I would actually keep track, like outside of a checkbook, but keep track of all the money that came in. Even if I found a quarter on the floor of my car, keep track of all the money that came in, but I also kept track of all the expenditures. And it's like, woo, that is eye-opening. Made me very intentional about how I spent. And then as you are paying your bills, give thanks and gratitude for that. So yesterday I sat down, I paid like 6 bills all at once. And each time it would have been so easy to say, I cannot believe how much I pay for my wireless bill. Ugh, that is terrible. And that heating bill, oh my gosh, what's up with that bill? No, you do not want to put that out there. Instead, you want to say, thank you. Thank you for the money that I have for paying this bill. I pay it with gratitude and love. Because you are showing that you love the money that you have and you're paying it out and it's going to flow back to you. So show gratitude to your money. Allow yourself to be generous, and generous could just simply be $1 here, $5 here. I'm not saying you have to write a $1,000 check to every cause that you believe in. But when you keep money so tight, it squeezes off the flow of money. You're suffocating it, you're choking it. So find something you believe in and donate even just $5 a month. Most charities, if they had 100 people all donating $5 a month, that's $500. That can transform a charity, $500 a month. I know this because I run a nonprofit. It can transform it. Like I said, keep a list of all your money that's coming in as well as all the money that's going out. Because what it does is it retrains your brain to focus on really what's coming in. Like, that's the main thing. Focus on what's coming in. Every little thing. Like, if you find $1 on the sidewalk, you log that in. Okay? Do something called the bridge technique. And this is where you make a list of where you are now and where you want to be. And what is the bridge between those two things that you need to take action on. So is that, maybe you say, okay, I got a job now, I'm working full time, but I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck, and I really don't have enough in savings that makes me feel comfortable, or I don't have enough to really donate. So what do you need to do? What's that bridge? A side income, residual income, working on your mindset. What is it? Figure out what it is and take action. Do it. Don't just sit there and dream about it. Take that action. For those of you who like crystals, so the green crystals are the new energy of abundance because it's heart chakra, and heart-based businesses are thriving. Whereas solar plexus, the yellow crystals, that is power. That's the power center. Power businesses are not doing as well as they used to. Now, you can still use yellow crystals, but the green crystals are really doing well. Green aventurine is my favorite green abundance crystal to use. And then Chinese coins. Oh, I wish I would have brought my Chinese coins to show you. You know the Chinese coins and you tie a red ribbon around them? Chinese coins on your front door handle, like on the inside of your front door handle, is a signal that abundance is welcome to come into your home. You can do the same thing if you own a storefront, put it on the inside of your door. If you work in an office, put it on the inside of the door, because the door is the mouth of the space where energy comes in, and the coins represent prosperity. So you're basically telling the energy, let the prosperity in. It's an amazing technique. It's really kind of fun to do. And this is one thing that I love is you're going to have more fun and you're going to enjoy more financial success when you stop trying to get what you want and you help other people get what they want. This is really one of the best hidden unexpected benefits of my work with Young Living, and even in my nonprofit and my healing business, is when I help people achieve what they want, you can't put a price tag on that. And yeah, when I help people, I get paid. I should get paid. You should get paid. Everybody should get paid. Nobody would ever go to a dentist and say, I don't think I should pay for that cleaning. Or when you go get your tires rotated, I don't think I should pay for that. I think you should give that to me. No one would ever say that. So whatever you offer, you should get paid. What I offer, I get paid for. But what brings me the most joy is when I see people getting what they want. That is a financial abundance energy that just feels so good. And keep that in mind when you're thinking about what you need and what you need to do and what you want to do. And so I always like to talk about some books that are going to help you. So The 4-Year Career for Women by Kimmy Brooke. This is an amazing book, especially since I talked about residual and passive income. This book is so simple. It is written for women. There is the 4-Year Career in general that was written by her husband, Richard Blissbrook. And these are worth reading. If you haven't read them, get them, because it really explains how this residual passive income works. And it's amazing. The first time I read it, I'm like, this can't be true. It is. It's true. It's amazing. It's amazing. And it'll provide you physical support, because when you have the money that you need, then physically you can support yourself with the home that you want to live in and the food that you want to eat. And, going to that holistic doctor or chiropractor or massage therapist, physically you feel good when you have the money. Emotionally, the book that I like is The One Thing by Gary Keller, the founder of Keller Williams Realty. This is an awesome book. In fact, I think it's next. I need to post this on my Manifested Harmony Facebook page. My favorite person in the whole world, Rachel Hollis, and Gary Keller are doing a webinar next week. I will post that. It's a free webinar because y'all got to get on it. But The One Thing is all about basically what I don't do, which is focus on one thing. I wish I could just focus on one thing. I just can't. That's why I have so many careers. But when you focus on one thing, amazing things can happen to you financially, really financially. To rework your mental state and your core beliefs, there's Denise Duffield Thomas. She has a couple of books. Her first one, Lucky Bitch, is amazing. You got to read it. I hope you're not offended by the title. She's funny, and her books just will transform how you think about money. Go to her website, luckybitch.com. She's amazing. And then spiritually working on your financial beliefs. This is a small, thin book. It's called You Too, and it's by Price Pritchett. And it gives you some very practical things you can do every day. It is a phenomenal book. So all of this is because, like I said at the beginning, we need money to live in our world. We have to have money. And in the end, you're not going to be remembered for how much you made, but you're going to be remembered for how much you gave. What is your legacy that you want to leave? And right now, do you have that in place to leave it? And if you don't, I hope you've gotten some ideas in this webinar to get you to that financial fitness, to where you can leave that financial legacy. So if you are not in Young Living, whoever invited you to this webinar, get with them so that you can get your wholesale account. and you can get your starter kit and get started with this, and then you can buy these amazing oils and get that Melissa oil for wholesale. Never pay retail. If nobody invited you and you want to join my team, I've got a private Facebook page, all sorts of free education and training. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Allie Phillips Pet Oils, and on Facebook, my Manifested Harmony page, that's where I am posting my self-care tips every single day. So if you need self-care, it's just whatever I do that day, I am posting it. I'm trying to come up with new and different things. And I think today was day 128 or 129. I already forgot. But I posted a beautiful essential oil blend today. That is amazing. And you can go to my YouTube page and get all the past webinars for the self-care series. And are there any questions? Do we have any questions for those of you who are here on the live webinar? I did that in under an hour. Ladies, that's a miracle. That is an absolute miracle. All right, I am not seeing any questions. I don't know if anybody's typing anything, but you know how to contact me. You can just go to the Facebook page and just send me a message if you have any questions. I'll send you a link to this recording. I'll upload it to YouTube. And be sure to tune in June. It's the second Wednesday of June. I'm looking right now on my calendar. When is that? I will put the link in the email that I send to you. It's going to be June 12th at 7 p.m. We're going to talk about self-care and relationships. Whew, another hot topic. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in. And, I'm so glad you love these webinars. I love doing them. I really do. Because they teach me. When I teach, I'm learning. And I learn from all of you. So thank you so much for being here. Take care, everybody, and I will see you next month.